What if the newest visitor to our solar system isn't a comet, but alien technology? Why is this interstellar object breaking the rules of how comets behave? Could 3I/Atlas be the strangest and oldest messenger our galaxy has ever sent us? Astronomers are baffled. Why does this comet's tail point the wrong way? 3 interstellar visitors in less than a decade. Are we being watched or just lucky? You know, every now and then our solar system gets a visitor from way out there, like really far away. Imagine a cosmic traveler, billions of years old, just drifting in, carrying secrets from alien worlds we can only dream about. Scientists? They call these things interstellar objects. Back in 2017, we met the mysterious Oumuamua. Then in 2019, Comet Borisov zipped by. And now, coming up in 2025, there's a new arrival, 3I/Atlas, continues previous line. But here's the thing. This one's different. Its behavior? It's got astronomers scratching their heads all over the world. Some are even whispering, what if it's not just nature at work? What if it's technology? So today, let's dive in. We'll look at the science, the mystery, and yeah, even the controversies behind these rare galactic wanderers, and what 3I/Atlas could mean for how we understand the universe. You know, interstellar objects are actually born around other stars. They get kicked out into the vastness of space, and eventually they just wander into our solar system. Pretty wild, right? So far, only 3 have ever been confirmed. First up, 1I/Oumuamua, spotted back in 2017. It was this super weird stretched out rock, maybe 10 times longer than it was wide, and it had this reddish color. The odd part, it sped up, almost like something was pushing it, but there was no gas or anything visible. Strange, huh? Then came 2I/Borisov in 2019. Unlike Oumuamua, Borisov looked just like a classic comet, with a tail full of carbon monoxide, but as it left, it actually broke apart. And now, there's 3I/Atlas, discovered in 2025. And honestly, it's already raising a bunch of new mysteries. So 3I/Atlas, by pretty much every measure, is a comet. You can spot that reddish glow, a faint dust coma trailing behind, and its path, it's hyperbolic. That means it came from way outside our solar system, and once it's gone, it's not coming back. But here's where things get really interesting. Its tail, it actually points toward the sun. That's not what comets usually do. Kind of flips the script on comet physics. Astronomers think it's spitting out these unusually big dust grains. So big, sunlight can't just blow them away like it does with most comets. And the size? That's still a bit of a mystery. At first people thought it might be 20 kilometers across, but now most say it's probably just 1 or 2 kilometers wide. As for its orbit, Atlas is zipping along at almost 60 kilometers per second, going retrograde, and its path is tilted just 5 degrees from the ecliptic. Pretty wild, right? It's going to swing close to Mars's orbit in October 2025, and then cross Jupiter's by March 2026. Mark your calendars. And here's the kicker. Its speed and direction suggest it came from the thick disk of our galaxy. That could make it over 8 billion years old. Imagine that. Right now, astronomers are scrambling to study it using the JWST, Hubble, and even NASA's MAVEN spacecraft that's orbiting Mars. Everyone wants a closer look. You know, not everyone's convinced Atlas is just a comet. There's some debate out there. Take Harvard's Loeb, for example. He's the guy who suggested Oumuamua could be alien tech. Now, he's tossing out similar ideas about Atlas. He points to its weird orbit, the strange way its dust behaves, and how close it gets to the inner planets. It's definitely got people talking. So let's just ask it, could Atlas actually be a probe? Maybe even a hostile one? It sounds wild, right? But some people really wonder. Most scientists, they're not buying it. They say Professor Loeb's ideas go a bit too far, and honestly, the natural explanations fit what we see. For them, Atlas is probably just another rare but natural visitor from the stars. Still, this whole debate, it really shows something important. When we don't have much data, strange objects can spark some pretty extraordinary claims. Science has to walk a fine line, letting our imaginations roam, but always coming back to the evidence. You know, tracking 3I/Atlas is kind of like learning how to spot when something just doesn't move the way you'd expect. Scientists are always on the lookout for those oddball trajectories, when an object suddenly does something surprising. And honestly, it's not just in space. Down here on Earth, the same idea pops up all the time. Whether it's tracking cars, animals, or even city traffic, AI systems are great at flagging weird routes, sudden speed changes, or anything that just seems off. There are even new tools like LMTAD and CetraJAD that use machine learning to catch these oddities with pretty amazing accuracy. And for astronomy, these kinds of tools could help us spot not just the usual stuff, but also the really strange things out there, the ones that make us stop and say, wait, what was that? You know, 3I/Atlas isn't just another comet. It's really like a messenger from way back in our galaxy's past, carrying ancient material that might actually help us figure out how other solar systems formed. Maybe even how life itself got started. Pretty wild, right? Whether Atlas turns out to be just a comet or something even stranger, it really pushes us to stay curious. It reminds us to keep sharpening our tools and to see every weird anomaly as a chance to discover something new. Because honestly, in science, the truth usually isn't hiding in the ordinary stuff. It's out there, waiting for us in the unexpected.